You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
But no loot? Boo.
Looks like the machines and Spectres have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Erend? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few Spectres.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
Nemesis? That doesn't sound good.
I'm almost there. This is it. End of the line. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius.
Oh no.
home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Is that Hades?
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison.
The same shit that happened here happened again. Essentially, the same shit that happened here to that fucking one AI happened again. Only worse. Because it wasn't a new intelligence. It's literally a merging of all of the fucking assholes.
And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us. Including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy.
Ooh.
But her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
Oh shit, she went fucking mech on us.
truly want to hurt me?
Right in the butt.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Damn it, let me reload my big gun!
I can target its gold plating.
Take her down! There is no reason to hide.
Ha! Those gold plates are vulnerable.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Armor's up! You're not taking me, Tilda! It's using those gold plates to power its attacks.
I can endure. You cannot.
Oh, that thing's fast.
You fought well. Now live.
Ow.
This world will die. You don't have to.
I'll shut you down.
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
Clip that thing's armor.
There are no answers in death.
Oh, are you fucking joking me right now?
I can endure. You cannot.
That'll keep me on my feet. This won't work, Tilda!
Ugh.
I have you.
Fucking rope caster.
Quick! Powering up!
This world is finished! We must leave together!
Elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates.
You can only endure so much!
A few more hits.
Woo!
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the Rebel Army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet. Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Did you, though? I mean, what the man said.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
Tell them. Tell them. No, don't. No, you have to tell them. Don't sit there and revel in your victory. There's more bad shit coming. Tell them. And say,
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. Just spread the word and ask for help.
there you go.
They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
There it is. The credits. So is it? I'm guessing it's gonna fly through the credits to the entire map, right? Because this is where you start. This is the starting area right here. So, let's open it up to theory about essentially where this franchise can go next. Essentially, as it stands, this has taken place, depending on where you are in the U.S. I'm in Ohio, out west, in like the Colorado, all the way over to the Utah, Nevada, and even San Francisco area. Obviously, all the way to the coast, because that's what the games have said and all that type of stuff, right? So, I doubt the next game will take them out east. I doubt we're going to be seeing the remnants of, like, DC or Florida or what the fuck ever, right? Because with the Quinn, they've already... with the Quinn and a bunch of other stuff, they're foreshadowing that obviously it's a worldwide problem, and it's probably going to have to take the world to fix it. And I don't think they're going to take... I don't think this is going to be Aloy Round the World, Horizon Edition, whatever. So what they could do is, in the various games, essentially leading up to Nemesis showing up and trying to just literally wipe out Earth. You know, essentially it's like Nemesis is this big meteor, right? Trying to wipe out everything. And obviously, Aloy can't go everywhere. So what they do is, like, obviously they have, and through connective and reconnecting the world, essentially. Like, say for example, this game eventually gets maybe some sort of sequel DLC. It's nothing big, but let's say that in the DLC, it focuses on the Quinn. And obviously you saw that the Quinn, they went back. They sailed back. So what if the DLC is Japan? What if it's Japan? And it stars Alva, because I'm sure everybody loved Alva, right? So basically Alva keeps in contact with Aloy through the focus and all that type of stuff, and basically with the long distance help of Aloy, Alva has to essentially be Japan's Aloy, okay? In help setting up and, you know, like I said, reconnecting and preparing the world for Nemesis to come and all that type of stuff, right? And then you can just go around the world in sequential games after that through these various connecting tissues. You could like go to the greater Asia, you could go to Europe, you could go to South America, you could go to Africa, all that stuff. But, you know, it's like something like that, some sort of connecting to essentially get the world prepared to fight Nemesis in the future. Because I don't think they're going to be able to realistically have it be Aloy go everywhere. That wouldn't really make sense. I mean, they could do it and it'd be a stretch, but it's like, come on, you need to evolve the series if you want it to continue, right? Because granted, this is the second game, but eventually. But, you know, it's like, what would your idea for a DLC be there, Silent Hero? Because I think maybe in the next game, for example, if they can still stick with Aloy, she goes south to down past Mexico, literally, like I said, into South America. Because there's a bunch of different shit in South America, right? You know, down in Mexico and Brazil, you know, because they've already got jungles and stuff. And, you know, if this is in the future, right? You know, they could do all this crazy stuff. The DLC will be the second attempt at recapturing Hephaestus. Alright, that would be a good thing. Maybe focus on a different part of the map that he ran off to, and you essentially have to go through even greater lengths to bring him in to complete Gaia. Because obviously he's gotten smarter. So you're going to have to do something outlandish to get a hold of him. Maybe actually talk to him. It would be nice. That's one thing. That is one thing that kind of sucked. Not majorly, but I wish we could have done is talked to the AIs. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, we got to hear them, that we heard them, you know, but it would have been good to talk to them, if not for a brief moment. You know, during the quest. Oh, look at him! Look at that Stormbird flying around, that mother freaking huge bitch. And oh, look at that, there's one of those bat bastards as well. Anyway, because it would have been a little bit extra story building, which this game didn't really need necessarily, but you could see rather than being told that, oh, they're running, they're scared, they're paranoid, instead of seeing it, you could hear it, experience, and, you know, actually talk them and convince them and be like, no, listen, you're coming back home to Gaia. You remember? You know, she's there, and you know, all that type of stuff. Which could be a thing for the DLC when they try and get Hephaestus. You actually get to talk to Hephaestus. Kind of like you somewhat talk to Hades. And also it'd be probably a good idea to throw in there that they need Hades. They have to do something and like rebuild Hades from scratch. They have to try and figure it out. You know, that could be a part, maybe a part of the next game, which is why they have to run off somewhere. Because they need to find the a bunch of the data and the people or whatever. But obviously not make it the main thing, but, you know. But one of the big things that need to happen is like, okay, unfortunately we have to have Hades. Because the program is incomplete. And then what they could do in a data point that unlocks in the base, you learn that you don't really have that much time. Okay. I ask this, how much time is it that they think? How much time do they think? Is it weeks, months, years, decades? Decades might be stretching it, but aw, thank you for playing. Well, thank you for making the game.
Are full of flowers, my ears are full of songs, my heart is sad enough, I'd rather just be wrong. I listen when you
Alright, in the data point, Beta theorizes that they have maybe a year until Nemesis arrives. Now, they can always retcon that as possibly incomplete data, all that type of stuff, and have it be more time to give them the ability to, you know, like I said, make more game, make more spin-off, have more things happen, and you learn more over a period of time. Yeah, but I don't expect them to abandon Aloy in the next, or maybe the game after. You never know, because, alright, it's going to get kind of insider business theory type bullshit right here. Alright, because look at what their last big, like, really big franchise called Uncharted did. Alright, that was kind of like this. Obviously not like this, but you know what I mean. They had a bunch of games. They all starred one character, Nathan Drake, and all the people around him. But eventually, time, you know, got old and all that type of stuff, right? And they essentially finished Nathan Drake's story, okay? But there was another Uncharted game made. Alright? Spin-off games made, right? That weren't obviously Nathan Drake focused, but they were still there and they did pretty well. So if you take that as a sort of kinda water testy thing, because essentially they could make their own. I mean, they already have it technically. They could make a multi-game spin-off, essentially a cinematic universe in game form. Okay? But eventually, they are going to have to do something, and it's going to end. Kind of like, you know, obviously, after 4 games, the Nathan Drake thing ends. That's why you don't hear or see anything about him. You know, they got their story. It's done. And eventually, Guerrilla, despite all the ideas and all of the stuff, they're going to have to finish this story. But it doesn't mean the likes of Sony are going to want to have them stop. You know, they're going to give them probably a lot of money, because this game made a lot of money. It's a very good game. Plus, I'm sure there's people around the world that like this game that would actually like to see or hear or experience something akin to what I mentioned earlier. Because in this game, unlike the first game, this game had a lot of side characters. It was very reminiscent of a BioWare game, like Mass Effect or Knights of the Old Republic, one of those RPGs with its various comrades that you had in a base that you talk to and you learn things, and you even go out on some missions. But obviously, it's not the same. It's like it's like they took that idea, made it their own in this type of game. But I got real classic BioWare vibes from that, and I liked it. Okay, it was good, and all around the interactions in this game was amazing, right? All the conversations were good, you know. They felt what's the word? They felt natural. I hate to use the word real, but they felt real, like real conversations in a lot of aspects. So it will be interesting to see if they do actually come out with DLC. I'm unsure if they have DLC plans for this game or not. I mean, the last game had, so I can't see why not. Hopefully, it is a extension, a after the story has ended type thing, instead of what they did in the first one, where it's like, oh, you go and it's before the ending, you can go to this other place and it's all snowy. But that's just my personal preference of how DLC should be treated. Because a lot of the time, by the time the DLC comes out, you finish the game, for crying out loud. So, because there's two ways you can do it. You could have the DLC be a prequel to the game, which, fine. Or have it be after, but have it take place mid-game. It throws you for a loop. It makes it feel weird. Because, like, because there's, what is it? There was a DLC in some game that was a prequel DLC that I played after I'd done finished the game, and it was fine. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I remember it happened, and it was okay. Alright. So, there. Overall, I gotta say, final thoughts on this game essentially is good game. It's a good game. It's better game than the first, I will say that. But there were some weirdness to it, with like the jumping and the climbing and some weird glitches. Okay, and it was nothing crazy, I guess. Alright, if anything, the climbing stuff was mostly annoying. Like, my character would, like, I would want Aloy to climb straight up, just go straight up, but no, she would fucking move to the right, and it's like, no, don't go right, just go straight up. But no, she'd move to the right, or she'd go to the left, or she'd jump over to a thing, and it's like, no, don't go over there, I need you to go over there. And some of the also we saw some of the stuff that happened to like the enemies, freaking out, essentially doing weird stuff, which happened in the first game. I never got it on stream or anything like that, but it did happen. But it only happened with the flying enemies in the first game. So, Which there was some weird stuff to happen with some of the flying and regular enemies as well, but and also, yeah, considering, obviously we're sitting through the credits because, you know, these people need recognition for their hard work. They deserve to be seen. Alright. But considering I am saving this, it is a wife story, so to speak. And eventually it'll be slapped on YouTube in a rewatchable fashion in a playlist. It'll be also interesting here in a few years, probably, when something happens with the game or sequels or whatever, to maybe not go back into here exactly, but remember, you know, my predictions and the fact that they are recorded, you know. Because they've got an open path in front of them and a lot of things they can do. And I'm looking forward to whatever it might be myself. But if there is something, if I can go on to the things that I didn't like, is there's too much bullshit in the game. There's too much side bullshit that you don't have to do. Because before the end of the game, I had done enough stuff and I was powered the fuck up, right? I wasn't playing it on like super hard nightmare apocalyptic difficulty, so I absolutely positively had to do all that extra stuff to, like, I guess, level up or get the resources I need, but maybe cut down on that side bullshit, crafty bullshit, because it's good to have. Don't get me wrong. It does extend your gameplay, like near the end. One of the things that I complained about was not essentially what I should have done was upgrade my pockets or pack or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? And then I wouldn't have had the problem, right? I would have had enough stuff to make and all that other type of thing. I wouldn't have run out. Like happened at the end with the fucking healing and stuff like that, and I almost died. But maybe rein it in, streamline it, I guess, is another thing about it, you know? Obviously, you want a lot of stuff. You want, you know, your character to grow and stuff like that, but it's like, there's a bit much, and in this, personally, it was a bit much. You know, having to do and find possibly all these things, all right, for like all the different pockets you have in your bag, and plus all of the weapons. Like, holy moly, you apparently can have a lot of weapons in this game, and they all can be upgraded. And I didn't even get a lot of them. I just stuck with what I like to use, which was to my detriment some, but I made it work. But all of them, it's like, do you need all of them to be upgradable? Like, really? Do you need all of them to be upgradable to what is in this game? And it's, you know, it's the same thing with the armor, obviously. And also, a bunch of the, like I said, the side bullshit, the side quests. If you're going to have side quests, if you're going to have run around quests, you know, go here, do this. Make sure, if you're doing a quest, that if you go through all the rigmarole, if you go through absolutely everything, and you finish all of it, you better get something damn cool. Because that's why I didn't really want to do a lot of the side stuff, because it shows you like what you get for completing it, and it's like, oh, you just get some experience and skill points. I'm maxed out on that shit. I really don't need them. I'm not going to do them. But it's like, for example, it wasn't until the end I did the whole melee training stuff with the enduring character and fought in all the pits, and she looked at my staff and upgraded it, and it was fine, it's better, you know, but having to go through all that stuff, maybe make sure that it is truly better in some way, you know? If nothing else, if something like that, you know, give it a different look, possibly. You know what I mean? Would have been cool to give it like a different look, maybe, to show that it's better, because I couldn't really tell what was different ultimately. But the game said it was upgraded, so it was upgraded, right? So yeah, oh, looks like we're reaching the end. We're getting these weird logos now. Also, I'm apparently dropping the frames on the stream, but and ta-da! You're now free to continue exploring, completing any unfinished side quests. You can start a new game plus from the new game plus start point in the base. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. And that is it. I guess it's doing this to catch up on all of the places that you at one point flew through. Hi, Beta.
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Did I find the memorial? No, I don't know what the memorial is. And if I found it or not. There's the map. I've went pretty much everywhere. Let's see. God damn it, I went out the wrong door again. Because there was this. Was told to do this after everything was done, right? So let's do this. I remember.
We did it, Varl. We stopped the Zeniths. We saved life on Earth. Well, for now, at least. There's another threat coming. I don't know how we're gonna beat it. But we'll face it together. All of us. Rest easy, my friend. I'll visit again when I can. My fingers feel stiff in this cold.
All right, there we did the thing. You mean here on Legacy's Landfall? because I can go to Legacy Landfall.
About yesterday. We're okay, right?
I can provide you with powerful...
Or do you mean this right here? Or do you mean like these boats out here? The other one. Can you be a little bit more specific? Because here's the boat. The other one near Thornmarsh. Oh, this one. Okay. Alright. The fuck was that sound? So where am I going from here? I'm guessing it's like out here on this. On this little island out here. Hi, Mommy. Need help reaching something. Okay. Okay. There. I helped my wife by being tall. Guessing right there. That doesn't go anywhere. It's just a cave. I mean, the only one is out here to this island. Okay, okay. The islands, the islands.
Where is this place? Looks like a path. Someone painted those markings with great care.
Hmm.
I think this is a memorial. Must be for a beloved friend.
Read note.
Someone left a note. Here we remember our friend, with a view as calming as his voice, on stone as strong as his spirit. He was not just our rock. He was our oak, sturdy and stoic, whose presence brought us comfort, and whose branches touched us all. Rest in peace. It sounds like he's truly missed.
Okay. That was the memorial for Patrick Munich, the lead producer of Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, well. Okay. Alright, well, oh shit. Cat? I do believe...
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
That's gonna do it. That is Horizon Forbidden West in all of its glory. I'm going to call it a night there as well. Because, well, gotta get up early. All that type of stuff. So, thank you all for being here. Whether you were here this whole time, this whole playthrough, this whole night, or even the past couple minutes. I will see you next time in another video or when I come online again. So till then, nighty night.